welcome to all our viewers to this very special show. And I won't be saying that it's the pre-show of the third T20I because in this cricket presentation, it is extremely important for our viewers to know that today is the all-important Wimbledon men's final. And I am absolutely thrilled to know that our head consultant Joy Mukherjee has gone to attend this all important show. So without wasting any further time, I will request you, Joy, that you please give us the absolute live updates from there. What's happening?
It's an unbelievable atmosphere, and I just feel that because cricket is all round. Cricket is every ground also here. This is once in the year, so this is a different baby altogether. And just the buzz coming into the ground. You come to South Fields, which is a huge stop for Wimbledon, not Wimbledon, and then you find all the people coming in. It's just not the final here. There's a special final going on. There's the under 18 girls, boys. A lot of finals going on over here. And the seniors are playing. You find the Pat Cash and the John McEnroe is playing. So it's a great atmosphere to be in. And this is a different buzz altogether. I've done this before, but every time I do it, goosebumps. I walked into seeing some of the biggest celebrities here. Farhan Akhtar was here, Javed Saab was here, they're all here. This is like once in a year, like a festival. It's like Diwali.
To all
The
my
more I
viewers,
hear, the
I'll
more
tell
I
you,
will be. Yes,
to all my viewers, I'll tell you, like I've been to Wimbledon once in 2011. I was queuing for 10 hours, and then I got to into Wimbledon. So Joyda, how much
Wow.
hours you spent? I know.
Not that much, but I
So
know you're a huge
at
fan. You're a Djokovic fan. So I'll be rooting for Djokovic for you.
um,
But the first
yeah,
final I saw was in
absolutely. I mean, I'm so
1985.
delighted.
I saw Boris Becker win as a 17-year-old from an unseeded, from a qualifier to win the Wimbledon. I saw that. Both of you weren't born then. So I saw that.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, and Damin surely wasn't. So I watched that. That was my
there's a
first final.
huge gap.
That was the first final I saw. I've seen a few finals, seen a few semis and quarters. Sometimes the semis are even better than the final. So if you have a Nadal Federer semi or a Pete Sampras Agassi semi, can you imagine? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen a few semis which are better than the final. And I used to play a lot of tennis.
Joyda, how's
I spent my childhood in the US. I was ranked in the US as a tennis player. So I'm very passionate about this game. I can't play this anymore. I'm old for it. But I understand this game. There are not too many games I do, but I understand this one.
yeah, Joyda, how's the buzz there around Kyrgios making to his first not only Wimbledon final, but it's his first Grand Slam final. How's people reacting to it?
Most people think that he's got a free ride, a free pass, much like I have getting in here, because the tickets are way too expensive. But having said that, they feel that he can shock Djokovic. You and I don't think so, but people feel that he has a chance because he's one of those, he's a Afridi type of players. You never know what he'll do. So everybody's expecting Djokovic to win, but they're also saying that if anybody could beat him besides Nadal, is this guy. And he has beaten him before. Djokovic doesn't have a great record against him.
Yep.
But
I think he has lost twice to
but
Kyrgios
I'll tell
before.
you one thing, Joko fan. These guys come into a final, they're a different animal altogether.
Yeah.
Not just him.
Yeah,
Not just
absolutely.
him. You talk about Pete Sampras,
Nadal.
Federer, Nadal, Djokovic,
Nadal.
all these guys. You go to Bjorn Borg, you go to Jim Courier, you go to Andre Agassi, you go to John McEnroe, you go to Jimmy Connors, Ivan Lendl. Once they come to a final, unless they're playing somebody of their class, then it's open one. But otherwise, they've got too much ammunition. It will really be a big task. I just want Djoko to win in 5 sets. Then it'll be worth my while.
I think what exactly you said. This match reminds me of 1980 final between Bjorn Borg and John McEnroe. Before that final, Bjorn Borg was 4-time champion, and that was the first final for John McEnroe. Same thing looks like to be. Djokovic is an established, 6-time Wimbledon champion. And after that match, which Bjorn Borg obviously watched, John McEnroe got a standing ovation. He was almost treated like a villain for the his entry to the final. But the behavior he showed in the final was, I think, was
Abhijit,
highly
you,
appreciated by the British.
Abhijit, you know your tennis, just like your cricket.
Yeah, thank you, Dada. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, yeah, Damini, please go.
Shall we go to cricket?
No, we cannot let go of this Wimbledon discussion because I'm getting envious of you too. If Jayadita is giving us live updates from the is attending the final. Abhijit, if we can have you, dig your memory a little and tell us about your, fan moment of Djokovic. Perhaps you are a huge
Uh,
fan of Djokovic, and your moments, your memories of attending the Wimbledon.
no, I think I was as a fan of all the three. Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. I think we are lucky to live in this era where we saw this one. I mean, more than 60 Grand Slams distributed among them. I think the only one thing I would like to say about Djokovic is I think he's mentally extremely strong. I haven't. I mean,
And
I've seen Nadal and
in my humble opinion, also to add to that, I think he's the best all-round player because
yep,
he has won
absolutely,
all the Grand Slams equally. So if you
yep, yep,
see, Nadal has won 2 Wimbledons. Correct me if I'm wrong.
yep,
Federer has won one French.
yep.
But if you look
Djokovic
at
has
his
won two French Open, and
right,
rest
so
of them also
two,
he has.
yeah, yeah. So this goes to show, I think his all-round record is probably a little better. Actually,
Yeah.
Federer one French Open takes him back a little bit. He's my favorite also. But when you
Yep.
look at the all-time greats, then you need to win at least three of all.
Yep.
And Djokovic being the youngest of all three, I feel he will supersede all these guys.
Yep.
They'll be sitting in their couches, Nadal and Federer said, this guy is still going on
Yep. And I
because he's
think I
much
think the
younger.
way yeah, Djokovic, he the last decade completely belongs to him. Before 2010, he had just one Grand Slam. That was in 2008 Australian Open. And
Yeah.
and the best record of him, I say, is he's playing only 68 Grand Slam, and he has reached 32nd Grand Slam. So finals, 32nd Grand Slam finals. So you can imagine how consistent he has been. The
Did you know
last
this was
decade
going to
has
be a?
entirely.
Did you know this was going to be a tennis show because you have your stats ready, boy?
No, I'm a already a
You're a stat man.
fact of tennis. You can say about tennis at least.
You're a stat.
So yeah. But that's what beauty of Djokovic is there. The last decade has been completely dominated by him.
Which is very good
But
to see that you follow every sport. That's what I think we all need to do. Follow every sport. Okay, I play pro cricket, so I didn't have much of a choice. But I follow every sport. I follow Indian hockey, Indian basketball, Indian tennis, Indian badminton, everything. And then only will our sport go
Joyda,
forward.
yeah, Joyda, just like to ask you, you've seen cricket. Obviously, you have played a lot, but what is the thing you take away from tennis and other sports as well? And how important it is to take how motivate it to the cricketers as well when you see someone in action like Djokovic or other great athletes.
Tennis is a bit of a lonely sport, because it's. I'm used to playing team sport, coach, 15, 16 players, support staff, blah blah blah. But tennis can be a lonely sport. You're on your own. Once you do well, a lot of people buy you. When you lose, you can be lonely. Once you're a star, you can do a lot of things, but till then, you can be lonely. And it's an individual sport, so the losses hit you hard. I have a final to go
It's so
to,
nice
so
to hear from
Joyda,
you.
what's your take? Who's going to win today?
Djokovic in 4.
I know Djokovic in four. That's great. I do feel like Kyrgios at least going to win one set,
Yeah,
but obviously
Djokovic in 4.
Djokovic has yeah, Djokovic
I think the
obviously
match is starting. Is it
favorite.
okay if I
Yeah,
leave you
Joyda.
both? I have to go
Yeah,
again.
Joyda, please go ahead. Please go
Thank
ahead.
you.
It's
Thank you. Thank you.
it's a
Thank
good
you.
thing. All the best, Joyda.
All the best, Joyda. Oh dear. It was so nice to hear from both of you. I could just the whole
We can
day.
continue with cricket for a while.
Yeah, we could, but this Wimbledon discussion is so interesting right now, and I personally believe, as sports fans, on a serious note, it is our duty, as Joyada very correctly stated in your chat, we should, just because we
Joyda,
live in a
you're
country a bit
losing your voice.
crazy, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be following other sports.
Absolutely.
And we should have
Absolutely.
ample knowledge as well. And it's so nice to hear from both of you. One is attending the finals, the other is, of course, enjoy those words, a perfect stat man. And of course,
Thank you.
I wasn't even born at the time, since Joyata has been following these sports. And personally, me being a former sports person, uh, take keen interest in following badminton, shot put distance, javelin throw. So these are just such amazing
To all
things
our
and
viewers, after the T cricket series, we have Commonwealth Games, and a lot of us, of course, Buriada will be there, I'll be there, Devasis will be there. I think Joyda will also there at the Birmingham. So do keep watching our and subscribe to our channels. We will be coming up with lots and lots of fact for the Birmingham. I think it's going to be a
absolutely.
revolutionary games for us. So do keep watching Rev Sports. Coming back
Absolutely.
to cricket,
And
yes, let's have
and
some
to
discussion
and
on cricket.
yes, before we move to cricket, echoing to what Abhijit Rishwar just stated, an important message to our viewers is kindly watch this space, subscribe, like, and share our videos, because our channel aims to cover each and every sport with equal importance. It does not discriminate among sports matters in bias. And do keep an eye. The Commonwealth Games is just around the corner, and we promise you to provide with some amazing content. So keep watching this space. And of course, on an ending note, we can definitely talk a little about this final T20I between India and England coming up. Well, we have India very comprehensively sealing this series with two back-to-back big wins. The first one by a margin of 50 runs, and the other one by a margin of 49 runs. So, Abhijit, what do you expect from this third T20I? Do you see Team India seal it as a 3-4-0 whitewash, or do you see Team England bouncing back for a consolation solitary win?
No, I think India is looking too strong, in this series. What I think is England hasn't, got that how to face India in the white ball in this series. Whatever they tried out, it didn't go well. And see, winning is also a habit. Okay, so the three test match before India played England, England were on 3-0. They whitewashed New Zealand. I think the same way it is happening is happening with India now. Now since they have won the first two T20 matches, they know how to beat them, and I think they have got the confidence as well. So obviously England India also has nothing to lose, and going by the track record, India will definitely like to do a whitewash. If I'm not wrong, they have never beaten. I mean, they have never whitewashed England in the T20 series in England before. So I think
Yeah.
that's probably that the record they will like to go through. I remember in 2016 as well, when India went to Australia. There was three T20 match series, and India did a whitewash. I think that gave us India a lot of confidence, and we had a really good run in the 2016 T20 World Cup where we reached the semi-finals. But I think the same likely to happen. Um, India is a hot favorite to win today's match. And I think India, I mean, they will not take it lightly. Indians will not take it lightly. They would definitely they will go for a all guns blazing in today's match.
We do hope India finish this series with a perfect whitewash. So, a final one from you before we call it quits. Um, any preferable personal, matchup you would love to enjoy this final T20 as an anchor?
Uh, See, I mean, in the first match also, Nishant said like it's going to be Bhuvi versus Joyce Butler. So, again, that is one head to head I would like to see. But As I said, I'm still waiting for Chahal to bowl against Josh Butler because both are from Rajasthan Royals, and I would like to see how both goes against each other. That will be one fun thing to watch. But I think, having said, it doesn't look like Butler, will be back in form for today's match. It gives a little setback as well, not performing in the first two match. But it will be great to see. I would like to see India winning the match, but a close battle, and want to see Josh Butler also firing.
Of course, we do want, if not our team to win, but more what we want is to enjoy some really good cricket from two very, very quality sides. And this was, well, I wouldn't say a pre-show, but a show which emphasized and talked about the importance of each and every sport, and primarily, as we do hope, encouraged our viewers to tune into the all-important Wimbledon men's final.
Falconi,
Yes, Abhijit?
what's your take on today's Wimbledon final and cricket match? Who do you think will win?
That's such a tough call because I believe sports is a game which sports is a genre which can cause you massive upsets. Like Djokovic is a certified champion. The name is more than enough. But curious to even qualify for his first ever Wimbledon final, also giving that warning that you should not take him lightly. So
I
it's
think
very tough.
that can happen. It's a final, and anything can happen in final. It's
Indeed.
not easy, not at all easy to reach the semis. I still believe if Nadal gave him walkover because he had an abdominal tear, but I think Djokovic was in such a great form, he would have defeated Nadal as well. So I think
Yes.
Djokovic of course is favorite, but I think Kyrgios still has this ability to beat Djokovic, and if he does today, I think it will be one of the story of the decade, like reaching the first Wimbledon final and beating Djokovic. Just one thing is, it's extremely difficult to win Wimbledon because it just, if you see from 2004, 2003 rather, there's only been four champion that has won Wimbledon: Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, and Andy Murray. Only four.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, in last since almost 19 years, only four champions has managed to win Wimbledon. And if Kyrgios did it, I think it will be something miracle out there at the Wimbledon. It's one of the best stories ever written in the history of tennis, because to beat Djokovic, it's extremely difficult. And I think it is possible because he has reached final. You never know what can go wrong. People say be there at the right time and right place. I think Kyrgios is there, and I think he has that chance to win the Wimbledon as well.
And I personally believe feel this that this Wimbledon men's final is giving me that 1983 vibes. The West Indies, the feared West
India.
Indies facing India for the first time qualifying. Everybody, oh God, it will be West Indies. Clive Lloyd will cause a hat trick of World Cup wins. Because at that time, India was not that good a team, but then suddenly Kapil Dev and his squad, does something which makes the whole
Right.
world notice them.
I just like to
What
say,
is,
since
how do we know?
yeah, I think sports is absolutely surprising. I'll tell you, I was there at the Tokyo final when Neeraj won the gold medal. Along with Neeraj, there were some other athletes, better from Germany. He has thrown more than 90 meters, okay, in the past. Neeraj so far hasn't thrown 90 meters. And Vetter was one of the favorites to win the gold medal. But sports is about how do you perform on that particular day. Be it any sports, take it any team sports, any individual sport. It's all about how you perform on that day. That day, Vetter, there were 12 finalists, and Vetter couldn't finish in top 8. Imagine a guy who has thrown 90 meters couldn't
Shocking.
even get close by to what Neeraj has, and he was not even in top 8. Forget near to the podium. He was not even in top 8. So it's all about how do you perform on that given day. It doesn't matter who's your opponent. And I think Neeraj, we all know how he held his nerve, and won the medal for us in that second throw with 87 point, I think 55 meter. I forgot exactly the count. So that's how sports is about. You never take your opponent lightly. And I'm sure Djokovic will also be thinking the same because he has been in that position. But I think that's what makes Djokovic great as well. But I think if Kyrgios also give his best and play to all his potential, we can see an upset. And I won't be surprised if Kyrgios goes on to win the Wimbledon.
That's the beauty of the sports genre. You can never be sure of anything. Anything is possible. And this uncertainty is what causes the hunger in genuine sports fans to always tune into any kind of sport. So, to all our viewers, this was a show which celebrates sports in every genre, in every form. And I'm absolutely thankful. Thank you so much, Abhijit Deshmukh, and of course, Joydeep guys. Joydeep having a gala time attending that all important Wimbledon men's
I
final.
agree,
We'll hear
Nikhil.
some stories from there. Seriously, we'll hear some lovely stories from him. And Abhijit, thank you so much for enlightening us with some lovely memories and stories. So this was the show, and we do hope you enjoy a good game of T20I cricket as well, India versus England,
Absolutely.
and we hope that India whitewash the series. Until then, take care, enjoy some good games, and thank you so much for joining.